Live from Sacramento, it's Let's Spend the Night Together with your hosts, Dante and Craig. Tonight's musical guests, Limp Bizkit's FRED DURST and KATY PERRY. Take it away, boys.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Let's Spend the Night Together. I am your humble host, Dante, and with me as always is my colleague, cohort, and covfefe, the vivacious Craig. Craig, how are things?
Things are good.
Glad to hear it. You're looking stunning as always.
Yeah.
Welcome,
I did
folks.
my hair today.
Yeah, I can tell. Not so much of a bedhead, it's just, you're looking good. You kind of have it's like a James Brown wig almost.
Oddly enough, I think I'm in the wrong business because I don't have a face for radio. I think I have a face for like blockbuster films.
Oh, like Hollywood video,
Scorsese,
blockbuster,
stuff like that.
Michael Bay, all the hits.
Yeah.
So,
I want to play Sam Witwicky in the Transformers remake.
Ooh, Shia LaBeouf probably not going to make it in the new one.
No.
Probably not going to be invited to the new movie.
What was his thing he did with the paperback? I am not famous.
Yeah, he's an artist, Craig. He's
true.
He's a tortured.
Maybe I couldn't play
artist.
Sam Witwicky.
Nah, well, not the way
that
he
much
could.
of an artist.
So, folks, welcome to Let's Spend the Night Together. We are a comedy.
As you
showcase.
can tell from all the laughs.
This is
so
a
far.
late night comedy chat show where we discuss a wide variety of topics and news. Primarily, we focus our attention on pop culture, music, sex, religion, all that good stuff. If you are offended by anything that you hear, we hope that you keep an open mind. And remember, these are just jokes. Just keep telling yourself, these are just jokes.
Whether they're funny or not.
Yeah, that's up to you.
Whether they offend you or not.
So that being said, we've assembled a terrific show for you tonight.
My goodness, we
for all those people that haven't heard us before.
Our writers and our producer Corey.
Corey, we've been putting that rent boy to work, and he's been writing all these great jokes for us. And we all have, as always, we have just a cavalcade of segments.
We do. There's a cavalcade tonight.
cornucopia.
And tonight, we've been hard at work, like little worker bees, because we actually have a lot of material in the bank. Content, I should say. Content in the bank.
Well, yeah, we're content creators.
And that's what
a big deal around here.
When I go to bed at night, when the two of us go to bed at night, and like on my deathbed, that will be what I close my eyes and go, who was I? I was a content creator.
Nay,
I am happy.
Artiste. That's what St. Peter is going to say to you at the pearly gates.
Oh my God.
So how much content did you create?
Yeah, exactly. You can go north or south depending on the content you created. Yeah,
your shares and subscribers.
Oh, you have like 7,000 total views on YouTube? That's good enough. You're going into heaven.
As I said before, we have assembled a terrific show for you tonight. We break a shitty record. We discuss a story about grinding Nemo. And Trump forces himself on space. But first...
On space.
I know it's only rock and roll, but I like it.
I like how you add that I know it's only rock and roll.
But I like it. Perfect as always.
It's clean. Pride ourselves on that part.
We got some great stuff for you tonight.
Yeah.
As far as the music news goes,
are we gonna start there?
Yeah, we're gonna start there. I hadn't seen anything in particular with the vibe of the show. It's very odd and bizarre at times, to be perfectly honest. But this story caught my eye, courtesy of IndieWire. Thanks, fellas.
IndieWire.
Limp Bizkit's FRED DURST is directing a thriller where John Travolta plays an insane stalker. That's right, folks. Vinnie Barbarino
headline
and the chocolate-flavored water hot dog.
Oh my God.
FRED DURST. They're at it again, and they're going to team up to bring you something that you want. Give you something you
Give
want.
you something that you want. Wow, that's the people have been dying for that collaboration for decades now.
It's almost like you didn't know that you wanted it until you heard about it.
It's like chocolate and peanut butter. And Reese's changed the world. Well, Fred Durst is doing it.
That being said, we have some of these hot Skittles in the studio right now. And they're fucking gross. So people don't buy those.
Don't buy those. We record this show out of a French-Spanish villa in Sacramento,
it's
California.
Very nice, very nice.
The
Breathtaking
sprawling
views.
metropolis of Sacramento. And, we got a surplus of hot and spicy Skittles.
Lots of Skittles. Yeah. Hot and spicy. The only bad thing is you can't have more than 2 at a time.
No.
But besides
or you'll throw up.
Is this a plug? This sounds like a plug.
For Skittles.
So go out and get those hot and spicy
God.
Skittles. They're good to go. All right. So Fred Durst, best known as the frontman of the rock band Limp Bizkit, which is Soggy Cookie, a jerk-off reference, has kicked off principal photography on his latest directorial effort, Moose, which stars John Travolta in the lead role of a movie lover who turns into a crazy stalker.
Oh, no.
It sounds like a comeback. Like a third comeback for Travolta.
I think so. It'll be like Pulp Fiction.
Moose is written...
This sounds better than Pulp Fiction, actually.
Much better, actually.
Oddly enough.
Moose is written by Durst and Dave Beckerman and is based on Durst's personal experience dealing with a stalker years ago. Well, that sounds very exciting. Travolta's titular character is obsessed. I know you like that word, titular.
His name is Moose. Yeah, titular. Or like our occasional co-host, Artemio, who uses the word titular as, like, cool, I guess. He has his own definition of it. I think so.
So this is his Travolta's Vinnie Barbarino's. Oh, all right. His character is obsessed with his favorite celebrity.
Sandy, I mean, we made out on the beach in summer.
So he's obsessed with his favorite celebrity action hero, Devon Sawa.
Isn't that
the kid from Final Destination?
Is he in Final Destination?
Yeah, I believe he
was
in
like
the first
a
one.
Kid actor too. Like when
back in the day where we played with Play-Doh,
the 90s and shit. Yeah. He was in that one where he was with his, like, 2 brothers.
Oh, wasn't it, like, Wild California or something?
It was something wild,
Wild America.
It was something like that.
Yeah.
And it was it Jonathan Taylor Thomas? Was his homie?
I believe so, yeah.
Or it was another one of those, like, teen heartthrobs. Yeah.
You'll find him in Tiger Beat magazine.
Yeah, Devon Sawa, that guy is a
bunch of heartthrobs is what I call him. So, yeah.
So John Travolta's character looks up to Devon Sawa? Seems a little odd. He was
I know this is a movie.
when Devon Sawa started acting.
And so he sets out to destroy Devon Sawa's life when his fixation turns dangerous.
It's like Mark David Chapman. Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Oh.
We don't,
Don't let him get me.
We don't want that to happen again.
No, that was a horrible thing.
That was bad for everybody involved. Not Yoko, though, surprisingly.
Yoko a widow.
She kind of turned out pretty good.
She's like, she capitalized.
Yeah.
No. We were like milk and honey.
I love that picture of them naked. Have you ever seen that one?
Oh, yeah.
And
he's like in the fetal position. Is it that one where he's like...
I love how we were just trying to remember. No, that's another picture of
that's
him.
On Rolling Stone, the cover of Rolling Stone.
Yeah, there's another one of them, and it's black and white, where it's like full frontal of Yoko Ono and John Lennon just bearing it all for God and everyone.
And he's well endowed.
Yeah, he's got a really... I mean, it's pretty, it's thick.
If he says he's the walrus, I mean, that's a walrus-sized dick.
Cuckoo could show. All right, so the filming, it's being shot in Alabama and is backed by Andre Everanwal and Monica Baccaridis, A&B Media Group. Moose marks Durst's third directorial efforts following the education of Charlie Banks and the Long Shots.
Oh no, they both sound like classics to me.
We hear
what was their song?
Who?
Biscuit.
Limp Bizkit. You gotta have faith.
Yeah, I
Rollin'.
like that one, but Rollin'.
Here, let's just.
Because I was about to like make a reference to "Freak on a Leash," and I was like, "Oh shit, that's Korn."
This a King?
Yeah, that's King. King Crimson.
Yeah, it's Elvis, baby.
Yeah, that's the King. That's Elvis.
That's the King.
No, that's In the Ghetto. That's
yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. I was thinking it was Freak on a Leash, but that's Korn.
Were you ever a Bizkit fan, man?
I
Did you ever
really
get down with the
wasn't.
Bizkit?
I remember hearing the Faith, and I thought that was actually a really cool cover of Faith.
Yeah.
But that's like the only thing I liked by them.
Yeah, I liked their songs when I was like in middle school or whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yeah,
dating myself.
yeah, right.
But
I kind of didn't ever really get too into it.
Yeah, it's,
I kind of liked Korn a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And
like
Limp
you don't like
Bizkit,
the rap rock. You like the
yeah. And Linkin Park also.
Oh man, rest in peace, Linkin Park.
Yeah, yeah. Lincoln, Mr. Park died. Lincoln died. Rest in peace, Lincoln.
Oh man, that's terrible, dude. 2017 was a bummer year.
We have like a tribute episode, a eulogy in the way that only we could pull off.
Yeah, I was very respectful.
arguably pull off. Yeah, and it was him, and who was the other one? Oh, Chris Cornell.
Oh my god,
that one really hurts though. That one bums me out.
Yeah, Chris Cornell is.
I mean, the
other
guys is too.
I mean, that's unfortunate as well.
Yeah,
but Chris Cornell hurt a little more.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest.
That one's harder to make fun of, I guess.
Yeah.
Spoon Man.
The Spoon Man.
Come together with your hands.
That sucks, dude. And they both killed themselves too, which is very
that sucks.
Yeah, bizarre that those things went down the way they did.
Yeah,
all right, let's just fucking turn it around, guys. Let's just turn it around.
It's like when I heard that, I thought, God, I've become so numb. I can't feel
you there.
When I was thinking about Chris Cornell.
Oh, I thought it was when you were talking about Chester. What is his name? Chester?
Lincoln.
Chester Binghamton?
Lincoln
Park.
First name, last name Park.
Which one's Lincoln?
Oh my! Yeah, is that a Pink Floyd?
Pink Floyd reference.
Oh, by the way, which one's pink?
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna keep. I know it's only rock and roll. Keep it a rolling. Man, and this one's from the HuffPo, and I love them. They're just the best rag to read.
Material.
When you're on the John, and when you want a good laugh, you just read the HuffPo. And I encourage everybody to go out and do that for themselves, but only when they're taking a shit. All right.
Oh my god.
Man, Katy Perry kissed on American Idol, says he didn't like it.
Wow, this man.
I want my first kiss to be special. You Jezebel? No, he didn't say that.
That was his first kiss?
Yeah.
Was with Katy Perry?
Yeah. Just any kiss.
He saw a little power and he's just like,
yeah,
I know what I can do.
So Katy Perry kissed an American Idol contestant and he didn't like it.
Bullshit.
Benjamin Glaze spoke to the...
Oh, I just got it. The brilliant... They're referencing the brilliant, timeless lyrics of Bob Dylan. No, Katy Perry.
They're classic.
She's like the female 2018 version of Bob Dylan.
She's like the female version of Madonna. So Benjamin Glaze spoke to the New York Times about what he described as the, quote, uncomfortable kiss, which happened to be his first kiss ever. Broadcast Sunday on the season premiere of the recently rebooted show.
Yeah.
Glaze didn't consent to the kiss.
American Idol.
And said he would have refused it if Perry had asked permission.
I mean,
quote,
she probably didn't think you've never kissed anybody, first of all.
I wanted to save it for my first relationship. I wanted it to be special, Glaze, now 20, told the Times.
It's pretty special, though. Yeah. Like kissing like a globally known like sex icon on TV star, in front of people, and he's
saving himself. He's a bit of
a beautiful lady.
Yeah.
I mean,
would I have done it if she said, "Would you kiss me?" No, I would have said no. He said, "This guy."
Whose man's is this?
Yeah. Okay. He added that he didn't feel
He's my
sexually
man.
harassed by Perry.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
In the audition,
Take
which
it
was
that far.
recorded earlier. Quote, I know a lot of guys would be like, heck yeah. But for me, I was raised in a conservative family, and I was uncomfortable immediately, Glaze said.
Oh my god. How old was this gentleman?
20 years old.
20?
I wanted my first kiss to be special. The kiss occurred during an audition interview with Glaze, in which he said he liked meeting girls at his job as a cashier in an electronics store. This just sounds so horrible.
I was content with my life at this electronics store and not kissing any girls, but like seeing them sometimes at work.
You know what? I have
but
to
then
be
this
on
beautiful
American
woman
Idol.
kissed me. Yeah, and oh my god.
And my fucking life went to
genius.
Pieces.
Yeah, his life's gonna fall apart from that Katy Perry kiss.
Have you kissed a girl and liked it? American Idol judge and country singer Luke Bryan asked. Oh my god.
Wow.
A little piece of my soul died. Listener,
Ryan Seacrest, like, security, get that cunt out of here. Making that horrible joke.
These, just a little behind the scenes, you know, we find these stories, we read them before we give them to you fine people. And I have to read this garbage.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. I don't, like, truly, the world, I don't understand, like, it's going in a direction, but
alas. And, you know, the two of us have bombed on here like you can't believe.
Yeah,
on this
yeah.
show. Let alone just in life, but definitely on this show.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I honestly don't know if we've ever gone that low.
But as far as cringe factor goes, like, no, he said, so the man said, no, I've never been in a relationship. I can't kiss a girl without being in a relationship. Glaze answered as Perry.
He already did.
Perry's eyes widened and she exclaimed, really? Oh my god. Can you imagine?
Really?
Because I mean, if you're Katy Perry, you've done everything at this point. And we're going to get to that.
She has licked asshole, pretty much, is what...
Well, she did. She did marry Russell Brand. I mean,
that's true. He would have been, if not before him, certainly with him. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying that is like looking at an asshole.
Spread the cheeks, love. Just go ahead and do it,
bruv. It's all right.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just going to ramble on and sound like I'm an intelligent man. When I really don't know anything about anything, mate.
Anything.
It's right. It's okay. It's just, I make millions of dollars, and I'm going to tell you about communism, about the world's going to be a better place, bruv. Yeah. And it's like, Russell, just fuck off.
Yes.
All right.
Somebody get this guy to the Greek.
Yeah, somebody get this guy heroin, stat.
Oh my god.
Because as we know, if you're on the smack, if you're using heroin, chances are good you're a smart person.
Yeah.
Your IQ is up, 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 up. All right, so he said...
oh my god.
So Katy Perry said, come here. Perry beckoned repeatedly as the other judges, Brian and singer Lionel Richie. Lionel Richie was there? How surreal is this?
All night long.
They egged him on. So Brian, the country singer, and
night.
Lionel Richie egged him on.
All night.
All night long. Brian got out his phone to take pictures. Oh my god. I'm going to throw up reading this.
Wow.
Oh my god. While Glaze, expressing disbelief, walked over to Perry. Oh my god, is this really going to happen? What? On the cheek? Glaze said, glancing back at the cameras before he kissed the singer on her cheek. So he kissed her.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You didn't even make the smush sound, she said, directing Glaze to give her a second kiss on the cheek. When he moved in to kiss her,
she turned.
Harry quickly turned her head and kissed
her lips
him
on his.
On the lips.
Wow. And he's all, why'd you do it? And she said, 'cause baby, you're a firework. Okay.
Because baby, you were born this way. Oh, no.
Luke Bryan and I are on the same wavelength with comedy here, I think.
Wrong pop star. Yeah, no, I think so.
Which song did you say?
Born This Way.
Oh, yeah, that's the wrong pop star. That's the less attractive one out of the two. But they basically make the same, like, just...
carbon copy.
Yeah, plastic crap.
Yeah.
Sounds.
Yeah, come on. Go out and listen to a Carpenter's record, people.
Oh my god, yeah.
Listen to something good. All right.
How is it easier to get a Katy Perry song than it is a Rolling Stones? No, so just go Rolling
Do yourself
Stones.
a favor.
It's easier.
So she turned her head and kissed him on the lips. Glaze, shocked and smiling, fell down. The judges cheered and high five. Yeah, he fell down. Glaze,
he,
shocked
like,
and smiling, fell down.
Brock from the Pokemon show, whenever like a girl's near
Whoa!
him, he's
I
like,
can't believe you did that to me, Misty. Whoa!
Nurse Joy! And he like, you know, in anime, they like literally fall to the ground, like, and a big teardrop.
And they're like, I didn't know you were going to act that way, Brock. She just gave you a high five.
Yeah, she didn't touch your dick.
Oh my god, I just creamed in my pants, Pikachu.
I'm as hard as a Geodude.
Onyx, go get my boner pillow.
Oh my god. Onyx.
I'm rock hard. I didn't even do Harden. What's going on?
Yeah. And the weird thing was Misty was as wet as a fucking Staryu.
Did they ever
Star
get together? Did do Star Me or do Star You?
Yeah. That's basically what this guy did on the show.
Did Ash and the redheaded girl ever get together?
He like ate her out and fingered her like 6 or 7 times on different episodes, and they like kind of always had the will they or won't they. Like
so they were
Ross and
going
Rachel.
steady, is what you're telling me.
And then I think she might have bossed him up one time before.
That was a very
he went
special
off
episode.
to another region.
The Koto region.
Before he went to Johto.
Have you been enjoying this Pokemon sex talk?
Yeah.
It's really big here. We enjoy ourselves. All right.
Katy Perry and this guy on American Idol, I think they're big. They're a lot like Ash and Misty, their relationship.
A lot of sexual
It's a lot
tension.
like Pokemon.
All right, so back to the story.
Gotta catch them all.
The judges cheered and high-fived. So, yeah, the guy fell down. He got kissed on the mouth.
Yeah,
He fell down.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And Ryan Seacrest threw a banana peel under his shoe right when she kissed him.
And he just ran in place for like 5 seconds and then fell
before
on
he
his
hit
butt.
the ground. Yeah. Whoop, 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 whoop. And his hat went sliding across the ground every time he tries to pick it up.
The judges cheered and high-fived.
Oh, God. It sounds set up.
Did you get him? Brian asked Perry. Yeah, I got him.
Yeah.
She answered, smiling. I just say it all
Yeah. Yeah. I got it.
insidious and shit. Yeah, I got him. Katie, you didn't, Glaze shouted with a grin on his face when he returned to his place to start the audition. Well, that's a first. After the pre-tape segment aired
in
on
more
Sunday,
ways than one. And they're like, okay, what? Like, we give up. What is it, you fucking dipshit?
well, do you know why
first kiss.
Have you
You're an
disseminated why we're talking about this specific article and why it's on HuffPo yet? Do you see where the story is, or perhaps the problem with the situation yet, Craig?
That it's like sexual harassment? Sexual
Yes.
assault?
After the pre-tape segment aired on Sunday, Perry faced backlash from many people who argued the kiss was inappropriate, especially in the wake of the Me Too movement. As the Times pointed out, some people wondered what the reaction would have been if the genders of the contestants and judge had been reversed. A guy named Craig on Twitter said,
Yeah.
imagine if a 33-year-old male artist tricked a 19-year-old...
I really got to use an alias when I'm online, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. 33-year-old male tricked a 19-year-old female artist or auditioner into a kiss like Katy Perry did with that teenage guy. What would we all think? Would we think that was cute?
I mean...
another guy or another woman named Anna. Okay, let's be real for a minute. If Katy Perry was a man and the American Idol kiss happened to a woman, it would be sexual harassment, right? If we want people to listen to legit claims of harassment by women, we need to end the double standards. My 2 cents.
Oh, boy.
Do you think I'm
Everyone
doing a
was
pretty good
asking
job
for
reading
those. Those 2 cents of yours.
Everybody wants to know Anna's 2 cents. Thank you, Anna.
Anna, we would love to have you on the show sometime to talk.
I mean, if anything, they're
Freedom.
just pointing out
Speech.
like just something that's
Equality.
obvious.
Yeah.
Yes, if it was reversed,
It's
obviously it
just
wouldn't be
like-
all right.
Yeah.
But
I mean, but that's not the same thing.
yeah,
You know, isn't that kind of like the argument that of like, well, if a black person called a white person the N-word or something, it's like, well, yeah, but that's not the same thing.
yeah.
Like it's
you'd have to kind of
it's
take in the
not-
context of
well, that's not fair.
a 20-year-old
Yeah,
man
but they're
getting
not the same
kissed on the
thing.
lips by a fucking beautiful
30-year-old.
like 30-year-old
That is different than it. Like if maybe I guess you could a good comparison if Luke Bryan was standing up there instead of Katie.
Yeah.
Like later in the episode, he probably does, right?
Yeah.
Like he'll stand up there with the contestant.
And he kisses
and if it was a
everybody
girl-
backstage. Everybody.
Yeah, exactly. And if he kissed some girl contestant, yeah, they wouldn't probably be okay with that. And it's like, but I don't know. Is that a double standard? Maybe it is, but it kind of makes sense. Like maybe it should be that way.
It's a double standard, but I think it's
But
funny
it's like
because the
it-
same people would say that there's no like difference with gender or. But it's like this isn't like
It's like
this
it
doesn't
is
freak me out
different.
or anything.
No,
Yeah, it's very
yeah.
different.
It is different when it's a man.
And then I think
and a
adults
woman, and when those are reversed.
can see like the
Just is.
nuance of a situation.
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm
some more
offended by
text.
Either way, I would have been offended.
Yeah. All right. Anyone else watching Idol feel like Katy Perry pressured that poor kid into letting her kiss him on the cheek and violated him by planting one on his lips? Would not have been okay for a male celebrity to do to a young girl. American Idol, Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Men can be sexually harassed too.
And, you know, also, like, the fact that, like, that she's pretty and stuff, people don't, I don't think, like, would like that as an argument. But, like, realistically, that does factor into it. Like, she's aware that she is known as, like, this beautiful woman around the world.
Wait,
Like,
are you
she's
trying to tell
universally
me
known as a beautiful woman?
the
So
beautiful women use their
Yeah.
sex appeal?
yeah, it's like that doesn't necessarily make it right, but like in her defense, she's like never met a guy that wouldn't want her to kiss them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, like maybe that would be like conceited or something, but it's like true. She probably just thought there was no way this little geeky guy would be like offended if she kissed him. You know, it's like.
So the end of this one, Glaze
What's he want? Sorry, I kissed you.
I'm very sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Here's a
Katie.
handshake, a hearty handshake.
Mm-hmm.
Glaze ended up not making the cut for the show, and Perry took some of the blame. I think you were a bit rushed, and I think that's because I sped up your BPM, the BPM of your heartbeat. The singer said. That's what Katy Perry said.
So she did that before he performed?
Yeah. For his part, Glaze told the Times he's still waiting on his first kiss because the one from Perry didn't count.
Oh.
Quote, "It was lip contact versus a romantic situation with someone you
God.
care about.
This guy is
That's what a real kiss is," he
This
said.
guy's a dipshit. But I would say that just a completely separate thing, she probably shouldn't have done that before he performs, just because that would kind of fuck with your head a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if it embarrassed you or it made you, you know, like, and then you're going to try and sing, you're already nervous enough.
Yeah, it's funny that that's from a like performance standpoint that would totally fuck you up.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Get a load of this.
If you look at the map of the United States, there's all that red in the middle where Trump won. Now, I win the coasts, I win, Illinois, Minnesota, places like that. But what the map doesn't show you is that I won the places that represent 2/3 of America's gross domestic product. So I won the places that are optimistic, diverse, dynamic, moving forward. And his whole campaign, Make America Great Again, was looking backwards. You didn't like black people getting rights. You don't like women, getting jobs. You don't want to, see that Indian American succeeding more than you are. Whatever your problem is, I'm going to solve it.
Mercy. I love coming back from break like that. All right, let's spend the night together. How's it going, folks? We're back again. Thank you, Hillary Clinton.
She laid it out.
I'm with her. I really hope she runs again in 2020.
And that's strange because you're kind of the conservative and I'm kind of the libtard of this show.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
Yeah.
But we come together. Like
Yeah.
Voltron, we unite.
Come together?
Was that Alec Guinness? Or?
I don't know. Is that Search your feelings, Luke. You know it to be true. That's no moon. I am the Eggman. Yeah, it's the same thing, pretty much.
My bad, man.
So politics, what the heck?
Yeah. So since we just referenced Miss Hillary Clinton,
Yeah.
of course it's that time again, like a Rolling Stone. We're talking politics once again. United States politics.
Yeah, we're digging
be
deep
exact.
into that. Then you.
We have God Emperor Trump here in these United States of America. We're very happy with him.
Yeah.
Everybody loves the president. It's amazing. It's like there's no division or anything here in the States.
No.
Everybody's
none.
kind to one another, understanding, tolerant, compassionate.
I like that we're bringing that up because we have a lot of fans and listeners. I mean, we have a shitload, honestly. So.
Don't mean to toot my own horn, but toot.
That's right. But, so we have a lot from other countries around
Yeah.
the world, and so we like to kind of fill them in and know, like, where we're coming from. Sacramento, California, United States, and division is at an all-time low.
All-time low.
We are coming together like the Beatles famously sang.
Lots of smiles here in California,
Yeah.
especially.
Yeah.
Everybody's just loving life in the sunny state.
A lot of high fives
A lot
walking
of high
down the
fives
street.
going around.
Yeah, from like different political ideologies.
It's
we just come together
a
and talk it
multicultural
out,
society,
shake hands,
and it couldn't be any better than it is.
Sure
With
is.
that being said, this Trump guy, we're talking about Mr. Trump, and
the God Emperor.
the God Emperor Trump, may he always be as amazing, burn bright as the sun.
Yeah.
By great Odin's Raven.
And we're both down on one knee saying this, too, if you can't.
I will always
can't
capitulate to Senor Trump. He is my hombre.
I genuflect when I walk by the Trump poster on the wall.
We have a
over
memorial here, a
Yeah.
shrine set up, actually.
Yeah.
All right, so did you hear what Trump said about the Space Force?
The Space Force.
Trump floats the idea of
The
creating
Space Marines in the Alien Ridley Scott franchise are exactly what we're trying to do.
This reminds me.
Unbelievable.
It probably reminded him of I saw aliens in the 70s. Is that
Yeah.
real? Do you really
It's
have
like,
that technology?
I want a Bill Paxton-like Space Force.
I want to be
Over,
the
man.
president that Bill Paxton was in Independence
oh my
Day.
God. No, that's
Oh
Bill
no!
Pullman.
Yeah, Bill Pullman. I always get that. Oh man!
I'm talking about Space Marine Bill Paxton.
Space. Oh yeah, bless his heart, dude. Can you believe he fucking didn't he get killed during an operation, surgery?
I
And
think
he
did. Oh, is that how he went?
Yeah, he went down. Game over, man.
He was like, game over. He looked at the nurse and he's like, why don't you put her in charge, man?
They said we're gonna have to nuke your heart from orbit.
Oh my God. And his wife came in, get away from him, you son of a bitch. Or it's just bitch, actually.
He's like, who put her in charge, man?
Oh my God.
Alright, so God Emperor President Trump said on
Yeah.
Tuesday his new national security strategy recognizes that space is a theater of
Is
war.
the final frontier.
And he floated the idea of creating a space force,
Yeah.
a branch of military that would operate outside of Earth's
be
atmosphere.
Unbelievable. I'll tell you that much.
Space is a war-fighting... Space is a war-fighting domain, just like the land, air, and sea. Trump told an audience
It's
of service
unbelievable.
members, Marine Corps station at Miramar.
Yeah.
We may even have a Space Force, develop another one. Space
Yeah.
Force. We have the Air Force, we'll have the Space Force.
We will have Millennium Falcons by the year 2026.
I'm going to buy some cruisers, some space frigates from this guy named Greedo.
Oh my God. These separatists, I really like them.
I like these trade embargoes.
Yeah, the trade embargoes.
I agree with
The
them
Trade
on tariffs.
Federation.
Alright,
The Galactic Republic will be no more.
the president described how he had originally coined the term as a joke
Yeah.
while discussing the U.S. government spending and private
And then he's like,
investment in
fuck it,
space.
let's really do it.
Yeah, I'm beginning
That's
to
the
see
planning that went
like how Trumpian these ideas are.
Exactly.
Where he kind of just throws it out there as a
They will
joke.
wear all gold
We'll wear all gold.
armor.
It'll be perfect. We'll have
Because they
black
will be
visors.
weightless.
You'll never see each other's faces
Yeah.
ever.
So you won't know if they are minority or
yeah,
white.
we don't know if we'll have to get
Like,
ice to
what is
throw
that?
them out.
Yeah.
All right, get out of space. I'm gonna throw you out of space. All right, the president. Okay, yeah. Quote: I said maybe we need a new force. We'll call it Space Force. And I was not really serious.
It'll be like Halo.
Have you seen this? Is perfect. Master Chief.
Baron plays that game.
I'm like Master Chief.
Yeah.
I say Baron.
All my friends tell me I'm like Master Chief.
How much does Master Chief remind you of your dad?
Oh my god.
He turned back and says, a stupendous amount, Dad.
And Melania is pretty much my Cortana. She's unbelievable. Let me tell you something. Unbelievable.
Said, we call it Space Force, and I was not really serious. Then I said, what a great idea. Maybe we'll have to do that.
Pats himself on the back. What a great idea, Donald.
What a great idea, Donald. We have the best ideas. My
It's
brain
Mr.
has
President
the best
to you.
ideas.
Yeah.
That's Mr. President to you, brain.
Sorry, Mr. President.
Trump told the crowd of Marines. All right.
Yeah.
So think that, Space Force, Trump continued. Because we're spending a lot, we have a lot of private money coming in. Tremendous. You saw that what happened the other day, and tremendous success. From the very beginning, many of our astronauts have been soldiers and airmen, Coast Guard men, and Marines, and our service members will be vital to ensuring America continues to lead the way into the stars. It was unclear whether the president was still joking by the time he finished his off-script remark about his Space Force.
And I especially want to address the droid attack on the Wookiees. They're like, wait, are you still... That didn't...
I just want to say this. Han shot first, people.
Yeah. Hashtag, the prequels were better than The Last Jedi.
So it was unclear whether
That's
the
a hot
president...
take.
That is a hot
I'm
take.
going to start hashtagging that.
It's unclear whether the president was still joking by the time he finished the remarks. The White House did not respond to the request for a comment.
No shit. You have to do that a lot with this guy.
Yeah, he just says this stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
But Trump is not the only political leader in Washington who is mulling the ideal of a Space Force. In 2017, some House lawmakers proposed dividing the Air Force into two separate branches. One dedicated to aviation, and the second, new branch dedicated to space ventures.
Wait, Space
Ventures.
Force and Space Ventures?
Yeah.
Those are two different branches?
Well, the Air Force
is that what it was,
it's going to
or
be aviation, right? It's an aviation branch.
Oh.
And then a space ventures branch.
So it'd be part of, like, the Air Force?
Yeah, it'd be technically part of the Air Force.
Oh,
but is that kind of how, like, the Navy and the Coast Guard are? Like,
I think so. And I think even the Air Force started like that with the Army. They're like a division.
Well, didn't the Marines, like, originally start out of the Navy?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. It's a little bit of,
we got it figured
military history for you.
Yeah, a lot of military jargon there. Affirmative.
Okay, so finally, Representative Mike Rogers, Republican from Alabama, the biggest backer in Congress of military space branch, said that the directives represent progress. Quote, "This is just the first step," he said in a statement at the time. "We will not allow the United States national security, space..." Okay, I'll just say this again. "We will not allow the United States national security space enterprise to continue to drift towards a space Pearl Harbor."
That's still Donald? Oh,
no,
no,
that's Mike Rogers. He's a Republican representative out of Alabama.
Space what?
Yeah, we don't want to... Well, I'll say that again. "We will not allow the United States national security space enterprise to continue to drift towards a space Pearl Harbor."
Pearl Harbor. Oh, my God.
Or whatever happened to Princess Leia's planet. That was horrible.
And I thought there was other
Alderaan.
presidents, too. Well, I think we should have a space force. I believe Mr. Gorbachev is building one as well. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
They're just like, "All right, Ronnie.
Ronnie.
Did you have your tapioca tonight? Does somebody want a juice box?"
No, I'm still president. I'm addressing the nation.
Damn it,
really.
I'm still president.
They're like, no, you're 98 and you're still somehow alive. I haven't been in office.
Can you
for 20
Can you imagine if they were
years.
somehow still keeping like the presidents alive?
Yeah,
it was
like in Futurama.
Yeah, but it was like a super secret This kind of like a weird thing, what I've always thought.
Okay.
They keep them alive somehow. Like, only they'd have the technology to keep, U.S. presidents.
Just
like the most
presidents.
important man in the world, right?
Yeah.
And not even necessarily the body, right? They would
the brain
just
or something?
you could have just the brain.
Just a
I'd
beautiful
imagine
brain.
it would be the head. Because it'd be a little more presidential.
My brain's very nice.
Maybe not Ronnie's brain, because that's a little... That one has a little...
little dent in it?
a little bent.
Well,
the
I
circuitry's
think
out
that's
of it.
very fair,
That being said, well, not JFK's, because something happened to that one, and that probably wouldn't be very useful.
Please store my brain in here.
Come to think of it, how
It was
many...
a mess. You had to pick it up with a dustpan. Jackie, grab the dustpan.
They were picking out pieces of his brain in the back seat of that car.
Out of Jackie O's teeth.
Have you realized how many presidents die in office?
In a car in Dealey Plaza? Yeah, one.
This is like a Misfit song. There's like tons of presidents that die in office.
In office, yeah, that is weird.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
What's the guy that was only 3 months in?
Oh yeah, it was like William Henry Harrison or some shit. Isn't that which one it is?
You think they're still keeping William Henry Harrison somewhere?
The great William Henry Harrison before me.
That would definitely
hope to be as great of a president as him.
Some kind of
go out in the same blaze of glory.
Area 51, top secret, where their brains are floating in formaldehyde.
Yeah,
and then eventually
some goo,
some sort of goo. Some
what do they call that?
Goo.
The Ninja Turtles.
Like the ooze,
the primordial ooze. Yeah. And then so it'd be like in this
lots
glass,
of Nazi scientists everywhere.
Yeah, Nazi scientists. Project Paperclip.
Yeah.
It'd be these glass like tanks,
cylinders,
full of the primordial ooze, and your brain would be floating in that, and then there'd be like cables coming out of it attached to computers,
and eventually
reading those.
It's just a matter of hooking one of those heads into some kind of cyborg body, and perhaps that's why the sex bot technology is leaping, like the leaps and bounds. Because do you think eventually
you could put Ronnie Reagan in a sex doll? You can, you can put it in my mouth, or you can put it in my bum.
I didn't remember having
that wouldn't be very comfortable.
Having such a gorgeous body. I didn't remember having double P's, but this will do.
My tits look pretty great. Barb. Or wait, who is his wife?
It's Nancy.
That's Barbara Bush. Nancy. I have nicer tits than you. Well,
the old Gipper has a real nice ass.
You went for the Gipper.
Oh my God.
Ronnie Reagan.
It could happen, man. That sounds like an Alex Jones fever dream, but...
all the presidents. Yeah, I think that would work.
I think it could possibly happen.
Do you think when they got to Trump, they'd be like, let's just tell him this one fell in the garbage. We can't find
they
it.
just kick it
Oops.
with a rubbish bin.
I don't know where that one went.
All right. Get a load of this.
What's your name?
My name? Oh, let me tell you my name. I'm confused because, like we're supposed to believe in the ministry, right? So is the church and state supposed to be separate? I'm confused because I never went to school, right? Is a confused person get a resolution? I don't understand. You see, when you go like that, right, you have a cross, 2 sticks, right? And that's how I felt when I was in Waterloo. Because when I walked in Waterloo and smiled at people, they treated me like a vampire. They used the cross, and they went like this by not smiling at me. In Toronto, hey, hi guys, you know me, Steve Spiros, easygoing. Those who know me, I'm a nobody. You understand? And you can't kill a person with no body. So, why am I afraid? I'm not afraid. I'm afraid of the boogeyman. Who's the boogeyman? You figure it out. I'm getting out of here. I'm going back to Waterloo where the vampires hang out. And I'm going to wear my sunglasses at night. You know why? Because women show their tits, have short skirts, and then they feel violated when I look at them. Why? Because I have sunglasses on and I'm weird. I'm from Humberside. I'm sorry if I made a fool of Humberside, but all those people who called me a sleepwalker, I woke up. Now I'm going back to sleep because I'm going to be committed in an isolation room because I'm going to go back to the ministry and allow them to perceive me as I am, a fuck up. Goodbye. Hey, Toronto the good. Look at this square. It was a shithole when I worked here. Now it looks like New York, Manhattan. Where are the bums? There's no bums here. Toronto doesn't have bums. But Waterloo, they're creating bums. They created me. Why? I don't know. Maybe it's the church. Talk to the Pope. He knows everything. I had it. I'm gonna die. How can you die when you're dead? Oh, wait a second. I'm gonna be crucified, right? I'm not gonna raise my voice.
God damn, everybody. Welcome back. Let's have a night together. What do you say after that? I mean, that's a hell of a of a break.
That is a genius. So people were waiting for the second coming. I believe it's happened. That was it. He's back.
He's back. Back again. Oh my god. Well, thank you guys once again for sticking with us, continuing the show. We still have
We've
a
officially
few things planned
hit
for
50 episodes. This is
That's
episode
right.
52. We hit 50 episodes, and we haven't, as we're recording this, episode 50 and 51 have not been released. So we're going to put those up, and
They're in the can.
They're in the can, yeah, the proverbial can. And our channel, had this podcast network that we work for here at in the French-Spanish Villa. We have another podcast called the Sacramento Popcorn Surprise, and it's just like a movie trailer reviews. We got a couple more of those coming out too.
Yeah, so
And those kind of give a taste of this show.
like, comment,
Also,
subscribe, check those out if you guys haven't already. Remember
Review
to
the trailers for you.
remember to click the notifications button, because sometimes you won't get the video straight to you. You're like, I want to be fucking notified.
Yeah, definitely subscribe.
Definitely
it's just
subscribe.
really good.
A lot of good content.
Yeah, good content.
A lot of solid content,
Oh
as
my
they
God.
say.
Yeah, if you like to consume content, consume away on our show, because we have a lot of content.
Yeah, that's right. All right, we're gonna get to one of the oldest segments here, where we love to talk about love.
Yeah.
Take my breath away.
You know, love, like Tom Cruise and Val Kilmer. Kelly McGillis. That's one of the best American examples of love I can think of.
That's real love.
Yeah.
That's hood love.
That's a hood love. I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
But
all right, but
that's really good love.
That's really good love. And yeah, we talk about all types of relationships here.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking
All
of what
them.
we've talked about before.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Really,
whether it be
interesting.
strange sorts of courtship all around the world,
Yeah,
or
courtship.
fetishes, or kinks, erotica,
erotica.
whatever it
Yeah.
happens to be, sexy, sexist. Yeah, we've reported
What's
it.
the difference?
And today, I think we're kind of getting into new ground.
Oh.
And it's a little.
I like
I don't
that.
think we've tread on this ground
Our
yet.
comedy's broken a lot of ground.
And I
People
think
said.
once we go past this thing, we're gonna know
We'll
a
never
little
look
bit.
back. We'll be in a new frontier.
Don't look back in anger. I heard you say.
Oh
That's
my
a
God.
Oasis reference. All right, I'm
fucking Oasis, mate.
All right, I'm just gonna get to it and just gonna break
Yeah.
the ice like an Eskimo. I'm going to break the ice.
Like the Inuit man. If anyone's familiar with our lore of this show, you know the story of the Inuit
Yeah.
man.
We love our indigenous people here. A little more than usual. All right.
Yeah, especially if they whisper something in the ear of one of your stepfathers.
Yeah. Then you're just like, God damn, not again.
And you
All
never
right.
see the stepfather again for the rest of your fucking life. Anyway, not to bring up important personal stuff.
Yeah, gosh, jeez Louise. All right. Anyway. Take My Breath Away. HuffPo. So we were just talking about the HuffPo, right?
Yeah, the HuffPo. That's basically, we report HuffPo to you. That's basically what we do.
All right. Well, this one's from this is from the Daily Wire. This is Ben Shapiro, the Hebrew Hammers website.
So it's not HuffPo?
That's not HuffPo, but this is a story about a HuffPo article.
Oh, I see that they're commenting.
I read the article.
Hebrew Hammer.
Most of it. It was very just fucking long. And
the Bear Jew.
Boring, but they do. The Daily Wire does a great job of just summing up exactly what the article had to say.
Yeah,
we're gonna get to that right now. HuffPo normalizes bestiality, talks acceptance with man who had sex with a dolphin.
Did we? We didn't get into this in the last one?
I don't think we did.
I don't think we did, huh?
No.
We talked beforehand we were going to do it.
Yeah.
We never got to it, I guess.
Yeah. So,
that's funny.
Because what was really interesting about this one is The Shape of Water had come out. And it actually just won the Oscar. And when I read like a synopsis of it, I was just like, oh, it's a fish fucking movie.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Don't isolate that.
Oh, here we go. Another fish fucking movie. I'm sick of this shit. Free Willy, and we got this too. Splash, Flipper. So, this is like a man who... It's life imitating art is this man fucking the dolphin like Elijah Wood did in that film when we were kids.
All right, so I'm just going to start with the article, and we're going to get to
Frodo and Bilbo. No, that's something else. Okay, so let's Take My Breath Away. We already played the music, huh?
Yeah,
we just went off on a tangent.
All right, here we go. Buckle up, bigots. Yeah. The social justice left has a new crusade. Dolphin sex acceptance. On Friday, HuffPo's Ashley Feinberg took a stab at normalizing bestiality, posting a glowing interview with a man who considers himself a, quote, heterosexual, who crosses species lines, and has
so they're never dudes. I never fuck a dude dolphin. No. That'd be gay. And gay men everywhere are just like, yeah, I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with being gay if you're the one fucking dolphins.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And then famously, the man had sex with a dolphin. Yeah. That's right. He screwed a dolphin. Malcolm Brenner was the feature of a documentary, called Dolphin Lover.
Did he put it in the ass or the blowhole? Or the vagina?
We're going to get to that, Craig.
You got a lot of holes.
All 3 holes.
That's 4.
Wherein Brenner was, quote, courted by a dolphin named Dolly. He eventually had sex with.
Courted. The dolphin's like, I didn't court anybody. I'm flipping around in the water.
The dolphin's like,
oh my god. That would count it as consent? That means yes. Here I go. Hold your breath. It's going in your blowhole.
He said she would rub her genital slit against me. And if I tried to push away, she would get very angry with me.
She'd grab him with her flipper?
One time when she wanted to masturbate on my foot, I wouldn't let her. She threw herself on top of me and pushed me down to the 12-foot bottom of the pool. All right, hold on.
Okay. So he's 12 feet underwater?
Okay. So let that be a lesson to anybody. Yeah. If a dolphin wants to masturbate on your foot, you let it, by God.
Come on, babe. I can't toe fuck you right now, babe.
Come on, babe.
And then it just pushes him to the bottom of the tank. He's like, shit, I should have finger fucked
She wanted to masturbate on his foot, and he wouldn't let her.
Yeah. He's a prude.
And she threw herself on top of him and pushed him down 12 feet to the bottom of the pool.
Oh my god.
Just like that.
The tank. The enclosure.
Alright. Brenner had previously compared the taboo surrounding sex with an animal to interracial sex. Now that's a hell of an argument to make.
Interesting. Wow. Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb and say I don't accept I do not tolerate bestiality.
All right. Okay. So you heard that right. He compared the taboo surrounding sex with an animal to interracial sex. Quote, I'm hoping
the same thing.
that quote, I'm hoping in a more enlightened future, zoophilia will be no more regarded as controversial or harmful than interracial sex is today. He said, in Dolphin Lover.
Is Zoophilia that animated movie with Jason Bateman? It's like the little tiger or whatever he is.
And he gets up to no good. Feinberg had Brenner watch the award-winning film The Shape of Water. And finally, we've come together.
We found a kindred spirit.
We've come together with the intro and where the story really takes a turn. Now it's really going to take a turn.
Yeah. So he had that encounter, those relationships, before The Shape of Water.
Yes,
right?
well before.
And he wrote a book before Shape of Water?
He's cataloged his romps with dolphins, with porpoises all over the world. And now Feinberg from
Blowjobs and Blowholes. The story.
You know what would be great? You know, like, my mind isn't twisted enough to understand this movie. Let's get somebody really fucked up.
Yeah, let's get someone who, like, basically has the same life as the main character.
Yeah, as that mute woman that fucks that fish person.
Yeah.
All right.
Her mouth wasn't good for talking, so stuffed a fish dick in there, and that did the trick.
Feinberg had Brenner watch the award-winning film, The Shape of Water, which features a woman falling in love with and having relations with a fish man, and asked him his thoughts.
Creature from the Black Lagoon. Not as sexy as a dolphin.
Surprisingly, not as sexy as a dolphin.
Yeah.
Overall, the dolphin lover was unimpressed and thought the romance, quote, developed much too quickly. He wanted to be wined and dined, Craig.
Wine him, dine him,
be romanced,
yeah. He's like...
A little bit of foreplay, please.
Months before I 69'd with Dolly, the dolphin. And the mute lady does it in, like, a week.
That's just not realistic.
It's not totally unrealistic.
It was a very stereotypical romance, he said. I thought it went way more back to Splash with Daryl Hannah and Tom Hanks. Like a female version of Splash.
That makes it kind of tight. Now I want to see it.
The bizarre interview goes on to frame bestiality as a taboo or immoral because, or to frame it as taboo or immoral because society its dim view and closed-mindedness. In two separate questions, Feinberg searches for steps towards normalizing bestiality.
Good luck with that, guy.
Feinberg's questions are in bold text.
I'll be sure to watch my dog around you.
Does it bother you at all that people only seem to find... This is the question. Does it bother you at all that people only seem to find this acceptable when it's fantasy or an allegory? Talking about the fish sex movie.
Fish sex, yeah.
And do you think that there will be a day when that changes?
That's what they asked him?
That's what, yeah. Do you want to hear what his response was?
Oh, boy. Yeah. No, but I have to at this point. I bet it's brilliant.
Of course it bothers me, he said. I don't like people threatening to go Lorena Bobbitt on me because I made love with a dolphin.
I mean, I'm sure you don't, but...
Are you sure
you're not
this
making
guy...
a strong case.
This isn't a troll.
Yeah, really.
Are we sure about that?
Go all Lorena Bobbitt.
Because I made love with a dolphin.
So had he seen Shape of Water?
They showed it to him.
They showed it to him? That's hilarious.
Said, hey, fill out this questionnaire, you fucking freak. All right. He also
Stop
said...
fucking that dolphin's blowhole for 2 seconds and fill out this questionnaire and watch this movie. Give me 2 hours.
Said, will it change? Who knows?
Okay.
He said, I would like to think that society will become less religious because the prohibitions in Leviticus are the only conceivable basis for any laws against bestiality.
Thou shalt not fuck dolphins.
I can't see that my boffing my dog has any effect on society, good or ill.
Oh,
as long as I'm not hurting her or abusing her. Laws against animal cruelty ought to be sufficient without criminalizing the act of interspecies sex.
I hope the SPCA like has this guy's
Well, what
photo.
about PETA?
Yeah, and
Which
like,
organizations
never let him
like
adopt a
PETA
dog.
trying to do? Yeah. So this
'Cause
guy
he got
does not
fucking-
like PETA. Not a big fan.
No. They're like, so what is it that you're ideologically... They won't let me fuck my dog. Oh, well, that's not
Don't
like
tread
a
on
very... yeah, like, you don't have much of an argument, man, if that's just all you say. Well, I don't like them because they don't like it when I fuck my dog and dolphins at the SeaWorld. And the people at SeaWorld kick me out when I do it and fuck the sea otters and
Okay,
dolphins.
and one last question that they asked him, and this is his... These answers are amazing.
The
to
answers
me.
are brilliant,
It's
yeah.
like, it's just you're dipping your toe into the proverbial...
Yeah. This guy reminds me of that
a
guy in
dolphin
our...
mindfucker or something.
yeah, that guy in our interlude. Like this guy.
Oh,
kinda
yeah,
reminds me
yeah,
of
yeah,
him.
definitely.
Just a brilliant mind.
Yeah. Just walking out there.
Just I'm going back to Waterloo, but I'm a vampire. That's why I wear these glasses.
So the question the HuffPo gave him, do you see this movie as a step toward acceptance at all?
I bet he says no. He's pissed.
He
It's
says-
so unrealistic.
I don't see it as a step towards acceptance.
I knew it.
It's so obviously a fantasy that most people won't carry the goodwill over to zoophiles like me.
Thank goodness.
Ask me again when I've signed a film contract for Wet Goddess.
Is that the name of his project? His passion project?
It is.
Wet
He
Goddess?
said, but I want
Wait,
to
is that
be
what it was?
clear about one thing.
Yeah.
I didn't write Wet Goddess for zoophiles.
Wet Goddess.
I wrote it for dolphins. That man knows how to fucking end an interview. My God.
Wow, he literally
Perfect.
dropped the mic
Can
there.
we... Should we send him an email?
I
You think he'd be on the show?
A fruit basket or something?
Do you think he'd be on the show? Maybe he can come
Maybe.
over. We can watch.
In the French Spanish Villa?
We can watch Flipper with Elijah Wood and
Yeah.
that Australian guy, and
Yeah.
we can all just hang
Watch
out. a
Joe
little
versus the Volcano? Oh wait, that wouldn't. I'm thinking of Splash. I mean, I'm just... So...
bit. Yeah, it's like
He... Oh yeah, he wanted to put out Wet Goddess, which sounds like just a terrible, cheesy, disgusting porn. Wet Goddess.
that sounds exactly what I would imagine it to be.
Yeah.
Oh my
New
God.
from blacked.com. Wet Goddess.
It's Wet Goddess.
Yeah.
Everything you loved about Flipper, but were uncomfortable to tell your family.
Oh my god.
We have it all in one
Oh
film.
my god, pretty much.
Oh my God. Did you get horny when you saw Free Willy? Yeah, me too. That's why I wrote
Oh
Wet
my
Goddess.
God.
For us zoophiles.
He did it, and I'm
No
freaked out
normies
by the-
allowed.
I'm weirded out by that whole comment where he's like, "No, let me like clear this up. It is not for zoophiles." Wait, what? The whole thing was that you wanted to do it. That was the whole thing up until then. Is that this is not like I don't even want it to be fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Like that doesn't count. I want it to be truly representing zoophiles.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to be for zoophiles. This particular film is actually just for dolphins. Because they're going to theaters, they're growing numbers of dolphins going to the cinema.
So the idea is that we
Watching
sneak
these
into
films.
SeaWorld and we actually project the
Project the
film,
film, yeah.
onto the walls underneath
In the
in the
aquarium.
tanks.
In the tank. Let the orcas watch it too, maybe. This guy
Oh
really
my God.
freed his willy into the dolphin's
Oh,
pussy.
no.
Hey-o.
They just have to
Be here all
keep like
night.
kicking him out of SeaWorld because he's
Yeah.
just jerking off
Sir,
into
please get
the
out.
dolphin tank.
We keep seeing something floating in the dolphin tank.
Listen,
Please
man,
leave.
I only make $10 an hour.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I mean, I told you you can't be
Yeah.
doing that. I
Our
know you call
business
it
is
pearl
going
diving,
downhill.
but that doesn't make it any better.
Pearl diving.
All right, we're on POO Watch.
Yeah. So we're keeping you updated on this.
Oh, now I even have a jingle for it.
Do you?
God damn it, it's POO Watch.
We watch 18.
And
So
we
this is our
broke
third update.
third update. We
Yes.
broke the record. Or we didn't, but our buddy did.
Yeah, our buddy, the subject of this story.
The Essex POO Watch is about to commence.
Yeah. So this gentleman.
So for those that don't know, we've been watching this gentleman that's.
keeping
Well, I'll
updated.
just tell you the story because we'll get to
does
it.
Does it?
It gives us the whole story,
Okay.
Craig. The whole bloody thing.
Yeah.
All right. POO expert says
The
suspected
whole thing kinda
Harlow,
stinks to me.
the suspected Harlow drug dealer, could have pooed without the police's knowledge. Weird. I mean that. Do.
Yeah, exactly.
Quote, I think he may have found a way to empty his bowels. I know the police were there, but he may have emptied it inside his clothes and somehow managed to hide it.
Just in his bed, and he just lays back in it.
Nothing to see here, fellas. A suspected drug dealer from Harlow who didn't go to the toilet for 47 days. We're up to 47 days now.
So he's been in custody for 47 days.
Yeah.
In jail, I guess, right?
It's
And
because they moved him the last time we were talking.
And he,
Because
that's
they moved
right.
him to the hospital.
And when the cops picked him up, he
ingested,
hurrying
he
up
ingested
to
whatever
swallow
drugs
something
or whatever
that
happened.
they're
to
pretty convinced is some I guess balloons or whatever full of condoms or whatever condoms full of drugs.
Little Jimmy hats.
And he's refusing to shite.
Yeah. So he's gone 47 days
That's
without
the record?
pooping. Excuse me. The
shiting.
suspected drug dealer from Harlow, who didn't go to the toilet for 47 days, could have pooed without the police's knowledge, an expert has claimed. So this is a little. The story's starting to get a little nutty.
Yeah.
A little corny.
Oh boy. So it's not. It is the record, but it's pending.
Pending, yes.
It's a potentially.
It has to be verified.
Yeah. He potentially
Trish
broke it.
McNair of the Primary Care Society for Gastroenterology, the science of disorders of the stomach and intestines, claims it was unlikely that the 24-year-old man went that long without having a poo while in police custody.
Yeah.
Lamar
without making
Chambers, 24, of Villa Road, Brixton, Guns of Brixton,
brown.
appeared in front Chelmsford Magistrate Court 8 times after he was
Magistrates Court.
charged with possession with intent to supply Class A drugs in driving matters, but the charges have now been dropped by the Crown Prosecution Service. He has since been rearrested on suspicion of being concerned in the supply of a Class A drug and has been released on bail. That's right, he got released.
So he got released before he released. his
Chambers
guys?
had smashed the British record for
He
being in
waited
police
it
custody
out.
for the longest without pooping.
He waited it out. Maybe he shit it out and then just picked those balloons of drugs back out of the shit and swallowed them again.
Oh, you think probably right? Because
Maybe.
if there's no, oh my god! All right, so
Or he
there,
fucking just his dopey plan worked. He waited it out.
the court authorized the detention of him several times to enable him to pass the drugs which police suspected were inside him.
Mate, just make brown.
It's
will
all
you?
right. Hey, listen, brother, I've got to go home. Me and the missus have been fighting a lot lately.
I got the new Liam Gallagher album. Come on,
I told her
play it for you if you
I-
take a shite, mate.
I said to the old bird, I said, I'm gonna be the one that's gonna make him shit.
It's gonna make him mate.
Come on, man, I'm gonna make Lieutenant. Just
Before he
make
goes
Brown.
to see the magistrate again.
I could finally make Lieutenant if you just make. We got however after 47 days in custody.
Then
He
we
had,
go on holiday.
we could go on holiday. I've never been on an airplane, mate.
Oh my god.
Just make a little
in
brown.
an aeroplane. Just make a little brown, it's alright.
However, after 47 days in custody, he had still not emptied his bowels, and so was released from custody and taken to the hospital for treatment.
Yeah.
Trish explained,
Trish
the woman doctor, I think he may have found a way to empty his bowels. I know police were there, but he may have emptied it inside his clothes and somehow managed to hide it.
Jeez, that sounds fun.
She said it wouldn't be far-fetched if he was elderly, but he's a young man. In a young person like him, he would be able to hold on to start with, but the bowel would fill and poo would start to dry out as it expanded. That sounds incredibly painful.
Yeah.
Quote,
so she's just saying she thinks it's pretty hard
bullshit.
to believe that he could have.
Yeah, there's no way.
Wow.
She said if you were still eating, eventually the natural reflex would occur, and it would be hard to hold on, and it would empty on its own accord.
Oh my God.
So she pretty much says that if you hold in your shit, you will eventually just shit.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Which is good to know, yeah. I've never tried the experiment myself.
She says, however, if you then manage to suppress that and you are not drinking, the bowel movement would fill up with poo.
The bowel?
The bowel would fill up with poo.
Yeah. And then was she saying it would, like, dry?
Yeah, the large bowel removes liquid, and if you are not drinking, the longer you leave it in, the harder and drier the poop becomes. And the more difficult it is to push through.
Ugh.
What happens is your bowel will fill up with dry poo, and eventually it would push out of the body no matter how painful it would be.
Yuck.
It could make you feel bloated and experience tummy pains, or just being generally uncomfortable. Sometimes it impacts internally as it fills up more and more, stretching the bowel, affecting the internal abdominal. Okay.
Just enough shit. Takes a lot of shit to do that, doesn't it?
And then she says, so there's three options. It empties by itself. It empties, unfortunately, or uncontrollably, excuse me. So it empties by itself, it empties uncomfortably, or it just gets stuck and bursts internally.
Oh.
Bursts
internally? So, like, bursts the colon?
Yeah.
Whatever?
It just dries so much and it just bursts through. Breaks on through to the other side. Yeah!
Or you shit, or you, like, accidentally shit, basically.
You just...
Oh, my God.
Essex
What would
police
Robbie
confirm...
Krieger think of that? Or no, he wrote Light My Fire.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Let's just all sit down and listen to the fucking organ solo of Light My Fire real quick.
Yeah.
Alright, so the Essex police confirmed that during his time in custody, Mr. Chambers was routinely supplied with food and water and received medical visits every day. However, the suspect still did not go to the toilet. Trish is she just continues on about horrible things happening to this guy. Trish continued.
He's like, I would have just given him a Taco Bell.
I really actually just wanted to see what would happen.
It would have made him pass.
I give him one chalupa.
Oh my God. Maybe the guards just kept giving him bran muffins and they didn't realize, like, oh shit, we're helping him.
Yeah.
Just block
and
up.
Mongolian barbecue. And that's all you would need.
God.
You'd never shit again. Alright.
Mostly good stuff. P.F. Chang's. Mostly good stuff.
Trish continued, you would give them medication to lubricate the bowel, but if this didn't work,
I take some of that myself.
Get a manual evacuation, which is where a brave nurse...
a manual evacuation, bro. So some lucky medical professional gets to grab a shovel and dig
That's
into your
where
ass.
some brave nurse would put on some rubber gloves and pull it out.
Oh my God.
If a manual evacuation is not possible, then surgery may be the next option.
Oh my God.
In the long run, it can damage the bowel if he had been stretched, causing ulcers on the lining of the bowel. It can also cause long-term scarring that could damage and affect the passing of the poo in the future. I don't even know what to say anymore. So, Essex Police maintains that Mr. Chambers did not pass anything whilst in police custody. So he got away. My man got away. Mr. Chambers. All for one and one for all.
I'd like to ask you why you use drugs. Different drugs for different things. Right now, I think it's in my interest and ours, perhaps. Maybe in the interest of the greater good for me to smoke a joint and calm down.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Spend the Night Together. Well, that was a fun show.
Wasn't it?
Enjoyed myself very much.
But wasn't it? But
52 on the books.
Yeah.
And done with.
52. Just like how many states there are in our great country. Wait.
What?
That's how much we know about politics.
Exactly. And geography, for that matter.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed the show. This was quite the one to record.
Yeah.
I hope you...
The last story was a doozy.
It was a doozy, yeah. As far as, medical procedures and things like that, you got very, very graphic. Kind of hurt my tummy. It was giving me tummy pains, sort of like if I hadn't shit for 47 days.
So that was kind of the conclusion, the final trilogy.
I think so, yeah. That was a cap on the story. If
that,
Mr. Chalmers gets into any more shenanigans and the Essex police are on his case,
yeah,
we'll let you guys know. Most definitely.
Yeah.
Post
If he ever has any other shit-related crimes.
That being said, remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, please comment. We want to, interact.
Yeah.
And,
we'd like to have some interaction. And
yeah, if there's, we like to do music stories, so if there's, a album, and we review albums, too, if you think we should review an album, or just, a famous or infamous story in rock and roll, or hip-hop, or whatever, that we should break down.
Yeah, if you think that we'd, here we provide very professional commentary on whatever it happens to be.
Yeah, we have political commentary. It's brilliant.
It's really breathtaking stuff.
We have, really insightful.
Yeah. It's
and just
intellectual
really
pseudoscience.
about everything. Our opinions on everything is important.
So check out
pseudoscience.
Check out the channel.
Fake news / pseudoscience.
Fake news. It's been fun. It's been real, but it hasn't been.
But it hasn't been too real?
Yeah. I don't know why I said the fun part. Ugh.
Oh, I thought you said it's been real.
I thought you said it's been fun and it's been real. But it hasn't been real fun.
Oh, that's what you were going to go out on?
Oh, my God.
Here's your hat. What's your
Yeah,
hurry?
really. That's fucking stinks.
Wow.
All right. Sorry. All right. Excelsior readers.
No,
that's already been used. All right, Spider
All
friends.
right, Spider friends.
No, yeah.
Excelsior. Go see Avengers Infinity War. Do you think I make a cameo? Spider friends.
All right, everybody. That's been real. Bye. Let's spend the night together.